Imagine you've been invited to a dinner party and you see this on the table. The host brings this onto the table. What would you think? Delicious or disgusting? If you think delicious, you compliment the chef, whereupon they suddenly say, the secret is golden retriever meat and cheese. What would you think about this now? How would you feel?
Still good.
Still good. The food itself hasn't changed, but your perception has. You're probably thinking of it as a dead animal, whereas you weren't before. Why? Our perception towards animals is largely, if not entirely, ruled by culture. In parts of Southeast Asia, dogs are commonly eaten, and they're kept in barbaric conditions. And whereas in Western countries, millions see this as an outrage, and they themselves eat pigs, who are also kept in barbaric conditions, and pigs are at least as sentient and intelligent as dogs. Have you ever wondered why you eat certain animals and not others? Have you ever asked yourself why? You don't ask why.
Because they can be domesticated.
In many parts of the world, including here, it is a choice whether or not to eat animal products, and choices always stem from belief systems. What we have here is a dominant and invisible ideology we can call carnism. So it's violent because meat can only be procured through violence. Animals in the egg and dairy industry have to endure a huge amount of suffering. And as with all ideologies, the victims are kept hidden too. So, animals are conscious, which means that they share many experiences with humans. And about 98% of animal products come from factory farming, which not many people find is a good idea. And the consumption of animal products account for billions extra in health costs. And if we don't make a major shift towards a plant-based diet, then humans face world hunger. And in fact, the biggest thing we can do to reduce our impact on the environment is to go dairy and meat free. But what I'm trying to do here is not say everyone has to go vegan, but I am trying to raise awareness about a disconnect which is threatening on survival. So what we have here is a typical pig farm. Now, imagine you're a pig. Pigs are very social animals, and so they form bonds with other animals. Now, you have so little space that imagine your friend is next to you and you have to bite their ears off because you're going so crazy through lack of space. This is what typically happens, and also tails. And the place is absolutely reeking of ammonia, which irritates the lungs. And daily alone in Germany, 1,200 animals end up emaciated and dead in the waste disposal unit. And these animals suffered prolonged, significant pain and chronic disease. I know this is a bit heavy, but and here's a typical situation for dogs for the meat industry. Just another animal, same capacity for suffering. If you feel bad right now, go with it, because it's actually very healthy. This is actually a compass for your own survival. Compassion. And compassion is far stronger than intellect alone. The heart moves people in ways where the mind just can't. They help other people, animals and humans, and the mind often fails. And it also enables us to take full responsibility for our actions, which means we can face the horror full-on, consciously, and then we can move on to better things. And that is truly liberating. And it defeats apathy, resignation, and hopelessness in a world gone mad. And it can light up the path for a positive transformation. But it does require conscious choice and practice in order to flourish. Thank you very much.